Hey guys, it's Leo, and today I am with my Sailor Moon t-shirt because I am here to talk about Sailor Moon. First of all, I want to thank and I want to dedicate this video to my friend Nikoi. He was the one that suggested me to do a Sailor Moon themed video, and I am taking that suggestion. I love Sailor Moon and I really like talking about it. But if you have any suggestions of themes for me to talk about in future videos, leave a comment, and I'm really searching for new things and new themes to talk about. But the suggestion that time was to talk about my favorite Sailor Moon attacks, so I decided, why not another top 10? Because top 5 talking about Sailor Moon is really hard. So I decided to do a top 10 favorite Sailor Moon attack video, and it's obviously based on my personal taste, and I am not only considering like the classical Sailor Moon anime, I'm considering everything. I'm considering the classical anime, Sailor Moon Crystal, the games, the manga, the live action, the musicals. I haven't seen all of the musicals, but you get what I mean, right? I'm trying to consider like the whole Sailor Moon universe to choose my favorite attacks. So I am starting with number 10, with a classical attack that for me was very impactful, which is Moon Spiral Heart Attack. When Sailor Moon S was airing here in Brazil, it was really impactful to me because it was my favorite season back in the day, and if we consider the classical anime, it's still my favorite season. So I really like Moon Spiral Heart Attack. It's a very epic signature move for me from Sailor Moon. I remember even before watching the anime, I remember the games in which she performed it, and it was kind of nice, you know, having a heart go and blast at the enemy. And I really like how extra this attack is, with Sailor Moon rolling and rolling and rolling before she actually, you know, uses the attack. And I really love this attack on Sailor Moon Crystal. It's basically my favorite version of this attack. Because the animation is very close to the Sailor Moon S animation, but at the end, when the heart pops out of the wand, it feels like it's wild. It's running wild. It goes like this, and it hits like it has a very nice impact. In the 90s anime, I really liked when the monster was there waiting for the heart to come. It came and blasted onto the monster. And yes, it's a very impactful move. Rainbow Moon Heartache is another one that I like, but I think that the Spiral Heart is more impactful to me. It's more meaningful to me in a way. So that's why Rainbow Moon Heartache is not here instead of Moon Spiral Heart Attack. It's my choice. It also has another version with Chibi-Moon Double Moon Heartache, if I'm not mistaken, and it got a beautiful animation in Sailor Moon Crystal. It's really beautiful, but I think it was only used once or twice, something like that. And you know, for me, there's still this emotion attached to Moon Spiral Heart Attack. That's why it's my number 10. Now for number 9, I chose this attack more because of its name. It has a very strange name, and I don't see how it connects to the attack at all, but it sounds so poetic and ethereal in a way. And number 9 is Star Gentle Uterus from Sailor Star Maker. Maker is my favorite from the Starlights. I like because she's like the tallest of them, and she looks so elegant. This attack in Sailor Moon Stars received 3 different versions, and I don't really remember why they had different versions of this attack in the anime, because in the end it ended up feeling the same. I mean, all the Starlights, they felt really weak to me in the Stars anime and even in the manga. But I like this attack, and I think that the last version of this attack is my favorite because she has that star thing. I don't remember the name of that thing that all the Starlights, they use as a weapon in the final version of their attacks. And when she summons that, the sound it makes like a beating heart. I don't know, I love this. And you know, I feel like, whoa, it seems something powerful is coming, and it ends up being like just blue balls of energy that end up doing nothing. But I really like how elegant she looks, especially when she finishes the attack and then she is like backwards, but with her upper body front, and then her legs are like, she has legs for days. Naomi Smalls, anyone? She has legs for days in that version of the attack, and I find that really elegant and beautiful. I love it. Now for number 8, I chose Sailor Mars' Burning Mandala. Burning Mandala is my favorite attack from Sailor Mars, and one of the things I like the most of this attack is the background noise when she is summoning the rings all around her. There's this gong, and it feels very traditional, traditionally Japanese. That's what I mean. And you know, it has a lot to do with who Sailor Mars is, who Rei is, you know, who her earthly persona is and what she does in life. And that is, to me, one of the nicest things they could have done. You know, they added this Rei touch to Sailor Mars' move. And this move is really beautiful in all of its instances. I really like the traditional, the classical Sailor Moon animation of this move, but in Sailor Moon Crystal, it looks even better. I mean, we had 2 versions of this move in Sailor Moon Crystal. One in the 2nd season and one in the 3rd season. In the 2nd season, it was okay, but in the 3rd season, for me, it was the most beautiful of them all. It's very resemblant of the classical one, but again, really beautiful, and you know, I feel like this move packs a punch, you know. And the background noise for me, oh my god. Now for number 7, one of my favorite sailors is Sailor Mercury's Mercury Alchemist. This move debuted first on the live action, actually. Because when Sailor Mercury appeared in the manga for the first time, her appearance made the mist in that room. And then when she appeared in the anime, they gave her a move, which is Shavon Spray. So she didn't really have like a move at first in the manga. But when they did that again in Sailor Moon Crystal, they added a move for her, and it ended up being Mercury Alchemist, which actually debuted in the live action with that move. But that move in the live action is actually an attack. It's not a move to, you know, to just create that that mist. So yeah, it's Mercury Alchemist, but it's an attack. And it was interesting because when I watched the live action for the first time, I was expecting Sailor Mercury to be kind of a support character like she is in the anime. I mean, in the classical anime, let's just say it like it is. Every single character is support for Sailor Moon. But I felt like she was going to be a support character, but she is not. She's actually ruthless in fights, and she's really powerful in the live action. And when she used Mercury Alchemist, I was like, oh my god. And you know, it ended up killing a monster right the first time she used it, and I was like, girl, that's what I was expecting. That's what I love about Sailor Mercury. You know, I want to see her killing monsters too. I want to see her being really strong like she's supposed to be. And she is. So I really liked her. All of her persona in the live action, I really loved it, and I really like that move. But I like this move in Sailor Moon Crystal as well. It was used in the 1st and in the 3rd season. So in the 3rd season, it got a new animation, but with the same base as the 1st season, and it ended up kind of like being the same thing. But I really like this move, and I like how she she summons energy for both hands, and then she opens her arms up, and then the mist starts appearing. Now for number 6, it's time for Sailor Uranus to appear, and my favorite Sailor Uranus attack is Space Sword Blaster. Space Sword Blaster is the attack she uses with her talisman, the Space Sword, and it got an animation in the classical anime in Sailor Moon Stars, if I'm not mistaken, and an animation in the Super S movie. But they're both kind of unimpressive. But the one that actually surprised me the most was when it appeared in Sailor Moon Crystal Season 3, and oh my god. That move for me is like shockingly good. I love how she summons energy from her sword, and then she throws the energy, and the energy starts turning into balls, like world-shaking balls, but then they turn into slashes again and they simply destroy. I mean, she's super, super strong in Sailor Moon Crystal, and I live for it. This move really packs a punch to me. It has impact, which I love. And the way she summons the sword and then she summons power for the sword, it's really impactful and elegant, just like Sailor Uranus. Number 5 is the Ditto Scream from Sailor Pluto. This attack, oh my god. When I saw it for the first time, I was so impressed. She uses it a lot in Sailor Moon S, and the whole animation of this attack is really nice, and I love how somber she sounds when she is summoning the attack. She doesn't scream the name of the attack like the other sailors, and it makes perfect sense for who Sailor Pluto is. And I love that moment when she is using it, and then there's the garnet rod, and then she just puts her arms up. The garnet rod stands still, and then she picks it again, and then oh my god, everything about this move is flawless. The animation, the choreography, everything is perfect. And when she used it on Sailor Moon Crystal Season 3 as well, it was also amazing. She said the words of this attack, and then the attack fell down on Telu and it killed her, while there were lots of petals flowing around, and she was just appearing for the first time in Sailor Pluto and Sailor Moon Crystal, and Chibi-Moon was like, oh my god, and I was like, oh my god, as well. Oh, it's so... I don't even know. And while we were talking about petals flowing around, we come to number 4, which is Flower Hurricane by Sailor Jupiter. This attack was always one that I wanted to see in proper animation, because I saw this on the manga. And it didn't appear on the classical anime, but it appeared on Sailor Moon Crystal Season 1. I remember that it appeared on episode 5, which is Sailor Jupiter's rebirth, and that episode is perfect. I mean, I love that episode, but the way she used this attack in that episode, oh my god, so beautiful. And when she opens up her hand and then lots of petals coming out of it, and then she was just like that, and the petals flowing around. Stunning. Brown Cow Stunning. I'm in love with that song. I'm sorry. But I love it. And she also used Flower Hurricane in some instances in the live action as well. I really like the actress that played Sailor Jupiter, Mako-chan, in the live action, and I think she did such a great job. And I really liked every time she used a Flower Hurricane. It ended up being a beautiful move, the petals scattering around. And I know, it's not the biggest signature move from Sailor Jupiter, it's not even green like she is, but I just have to say, I just love this move more than any other from her. I don't really like Thunder as a power, but I think that it's a nice way of showing that her element is Earth as well. So it's actually wood, I think, but it's a nice way of showing that, and I'm glad that they showed it on Sailor Moon Crystal. I mean, we needed an animation for this attack. Come on. Now for number 3, it's time for our Goddess of Beauty, Sailor Venus. And my favorite Sailor Venus attack is Venus Love Me Chain. This attack is so... It's for me, it's like the signature move from Sailor Venus. It's a very nice move. I really liked it in almost every single appearance of it. And I feel like the idea of Sailor Venus having a chain and working with it in a magical way, it's such a nice thing. This attack is really beautiful in the classical animation. I really liked how she's all ethereal, and then a surge of power comes into her and she just throws the chain. And I like that in the classical animation, the chain is full of hearts, little hearts. And then in Sailor Moon Crystal Season 2, it doesn't really have the same magic to me as the classical version of Venus Love Me Chain. It's not that impactful at all, even though she uses it lots of times. And I mean, she's really powerful in Sailor Moon Crystal, and I like how she uses the chain in the anime, in the second version of Sailor Moon, which is Sailor Moon Crystal. And I really like how she uses it a lot, especially in the Dead Moon Circus, no, in the Black Moon arc. She is very preeminent in that arc, and I like it a lot. But in season 3, we had another animation for Venus Love Me Chain, and it's really beautiful. I really love it, and I really like when she is like connecting with her power, and then the Venus symbol appears. And I don't know, it's just beautiful. And I really liked the revamped Sailor Moon Crystal version of this attack. It's really beautiful. This attack also appeared in the live action, in lots of different Sailor Moon games. I mean, in every single situation, in every single iteration of Sailor Moon, this attack appears. It's a classical attack, and I love it. I mean, it's Sailor Venus. We all love Sailor Venus. Now for number 2, we go back to one of my favorite Sailor Guardians again, and we revisit Sailor Mercury, and I chose Shine Aqua Illusion as my second favorite attack. This is one of the attacks I love the most. I love the classical version of this attack, which is like that little droplet of water falling down, and then it's spinning around her, and then she throws it. Beautiful. Oh my god, I just can't. And she also uses this attack in other different ways in the Sailor Moon R movie, if I'm not mistaken. It also appears in other fashion in games, and it appeared in Sailor Moon Crystal Season 2, and I don't really enjoy the animation in this season from this attack. One of the things I really like about the second season, Sailor Mercury in the second season of Sailor Moon Crystal, is Shine's No Illusion. This attack is like hidden in the manga, and then they added it to this season. I really liked it, but Shine Aqua Illusion from Sailor Moon Crystal Season 2, not so much. But another version of Shine Aqua Illusion that I really liked was from the live action. I even remember the movement. It's Shiny Aqua Illusion. And I don't know, I never forgot the movements of this attack, and I love Sailor Mercury so much, and I love her in the live action. I love Shine Aqua Illusion. Now before we talk about number 1, I just want to say some honorable mentions. I didn't talk about Sailor Neptune. Sailor Neptune's attacks are beautiful. I really like Deep Submerge. I really like Submarine Reflection, but they didn't end up on my top 10. I'm sorry. There are other attacks in which I love that are not here, which are Rolling Heart Vibration from Sailor Venus, Sparkling White Pressure from Sailor Jupiter. I really like all of Sailor Mercury's attacks. You know, I love all of Sailor Mercury's attacks. And I really like Pink Sugar Heart Attack from Chibi-Moon, especially the Sailor Moon Crystal version. Because, I mean, it was funny in Sailor Moon S when it didn't work, and it ended up being funny. But in Sailor Moon Crystal Season 3, she was able to use it, and she was able to make it even as a powerful attack in one occasion. When they were fighting the last fight, she was able to use it, and it was nice, you know? It ended up being nice. So those are like honorable mentions, attacks that I love from Sailor Moon, the Sailor Moon world, and they didn't make the cut. They didn't make the final cut because I can only choose 10 attacks. So now for the first place, my favorite attack from the Sailor Moon world is obviously an attack from my favorite Sailor Guardian, who is Sailor Saturn, Death Reborn Revolution. And there is a very strong and endless debate whether it is Death Reborn Revolution or Death Reborn Revolution. And to be honest, I don't even have an opinion. I don't know Japanese to be able to try to understand which is the right version of this attack. but I just know that I love it. Even back then, when it didn't have an animation, it was already my favorite. You know, since the manga days, when she gets surrounded by ribbons, and those ribbons, they're able to take Pharaoh 90 out, and then she's able to lock him away. I love that attack in Sailor Moon Another Story game. It's a beautiful attack when the ribbons, they just come on appearing and rolling around. But we were graced with this attack in Sailor Moon Crystal Season 3. Oh my god, that is my favorite anime moment. Right there, when she uses this attack. So beautiful, you know, the purple ribbons circling her and then, oh. You know, everything about Sailor Saturn is gorgeous. But, you know, when she uses Death Reborn Revolution, I get goosebumps. And, you know, I just love it so much. I love Sailor Saturn, I love Hotaru. Death Reborn Revolution is my #1. But now I want to hear from you. Which are your favorite Sailor Moon attacks, your top 10s, or just your favorite attacks from the Sailor Moon franchise? Leave a comment with your opinions and we can keep on talking more and more about Sailor Moon in the comment box. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye bye!